It's another day in the shop. Everyone's being loud and annoying. Pepe ditched me this morning for a workout. I got to put out a video, and then I'm going to tattoo a panther. The panther. Here's the thumbnail for all your jabronis. What? Gianluca has a face, and it's very expressive. I'm only 5 years older than you, dude. The fuck? We're pretty much the same age, dude. What's the hardest part about being an apprentice?
You.
That's not nice. I've given these kids the world, and they gave me nothing but heartache and headaches. It's always a good day at the shop. Oh, okay, let me see your leg, dude. Hang out, like, curl more. I did this tattoo. Look at this tattoo. It's a cool tattoo.
The hardest thing about being an apprentice for me has been dealing with people coming in throughout the day, just getting accustomed to customer service nonstop. Like, every person that comes in, we want to give them 100% of the energy that we have, and so all of the actual drawing and tracing, painting, all that kind of comes second, before just making sure the shop is run correctly and making sure these guys are taken care of. So the hardest part hasn't even been the learning how to tattoo or draw or paint or any of that. It's just the day-to-day, running the shop. This shop is busier than any shop I've been in, just the walk-ins alone. Not everyone's getting tattooed, but all day we're getting people walking in, asking questions. And so, no, I got this arm done at the same shop in Savannah, Georgia. And they have a great shop, but still, there's always more artists than clients. So that's not a typical day in this shop at Revolution, but.
Outline's done. Not too painful for me. You could stand up, stretch, get some blood flow. Outline's done. Easy period. Yeah, it's a crazy shop today. Everyone's been in and out. Everyone's tattooing. A lot of people going and fucking doing shit. Life's calmed down a little bit. Everyone left. Shop's just chilling now. Fucking thank Christ I could actually focus on this panther. Not saying I didn't focus. I wasn't focused at all. We'll see how good it comes out. Jojita, could you give me a 13 mag? Rawr.
I won't translate it to English. I'll just assimilate it with the object or word.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think that's true fluent. I mean,
Yeah, I know. If you are very fluent, yeah. But estaba Candela, seguro también.
The hardest part about dealing with customers, I think everyone is just so different. And so when someone walks in and they're, from a different place, from a different country, speak a different language, want a completely different tattoo, and you have to focus on them and book their appointment or get them going, start their tattoo, and then someone else walks in 5 minutes later and is from a different part of the world, you got to switch your brain to be able to relate to them and act how they want you to act and give them the tattoo that they want. So I think just dealing with all the different types of people that come to Sayulita who want tattoos. What brought me to Mexico, the full story? I've been here for 5 months. I got out of the Army in December, and my dad has a place in San Pancho, the next town over from us in Sayulita. And so I was taking some time off and came to San Pancho and ended up meeting Kirk on the beach in San Pancho. And, my entire time in the Army, I'd loved painting and drawing. And so when I met Kirk and found out he was a tattooer and asked to be his apprentice, it didn't work out right away, but then it did a couple weeks later after I got a couple tattoos at the shop. And here I am, a couple months later, learning how to tattoo.
You'll notice we virtually tattoo the same people, because most of the time people ain't getting cool tattoos. Anytime I tattoo here, it's almost never a cool tattoo. It's always kind of, bullshit walk-in stuff. So if I ever want to do cool tattoos, I just pull up the homies or the people that work here and make them do a good one. Make them get a cool tattoo. So I end up doing about one cool tattoo a week. And the rest are just kind of walk-in stuff, which is cool too. Just not stuff I'm usually going to film. But if you ever want to come to Mexico, bang out sleeves for you for a pretty reasonable price. You come be on camera and shit. I'll get to do some cool tattoos. I'll be stoked. But I pretty much get to pick all the tattoos for the most part. Just get cool ones. But yeah, and that's what the book is really about. It's not about whether or not fucking we're in a simulation or not. It's whether or not you actually have a firm grasp on what reality is, and the reality is that you can never, because you don't understand it. Yeah. Down to the most basic elements, you don't understand it. To me, that's the only important part of it, is what can you actually say you know? And there's almost nothing.
You disagree with that?
I don't think that whole book is worth knowing and worth not paying attention to. I like all of it, and I probably believe in all of it to a certain extent. But it's more just about the mindset that I really like the most, which is you do not know anything. Anything you say is probably true and wrong, all at the same time. Everything that you think you know, you don't, and that's about it. Yeah, stand up, check it out. All done. Sorry. Cool one. Sick Panther. Clean it up right now. Right there? Hop on up. Let me clean it real fast. But even this book, right? It's trying to persuade you to perceive reality in a certain way, right? So it's not about how we see it or how we think the world should work. It's all about our perception of it. And if we realize that we know absolutely zero things, then we can just focus on the things that are actually working.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's what? I don't understand? No. The book talks about manifestation and nothing's real, and how essentially anything you want or believe, anything you want, you can create. Okay. Right? And then there's this polar opposite, right? Mm-hmm. Which is nothing that matters in here matters out here, right? Okay. The only way you achieve things is through hard work, perseverance. Correct? Mm-hmm. You think that those are two polar opposites? And if you were well, I want a little bit of this and a little bit of hard work, that's somewhere in between on the spectrum. That's not opposites. Okay. So if you believe in the polar opposites, right, just the opposites, it's good to understand both of them but also understand that neither of them is true. Think about this far end, right? Someone can be like, I want to be a millionaire someday. The next day, their uncle dies, they didn't know existed, they give him a phone call to give him the will of millions of dollars, correct? On the opposite side, it's like they worked, Steve Jobs works every day of every minute of every hour, becomes a billionaire. Both are completely true. That means like neither one of them is a good idea to believe in. And believing in both of them is potentially a good idea, but also understanding that none of them are going to change your outcomes. It's just about what is working currently for you. So if for some reason, somehow you think something, you believe something, and everything comes your way, sounds like you're picking the right version of this to believe in. You should keep doing that. But most people aren't. Most people are only going to work hard and get whatever they want. So I leave this side open for potential. Maybe I'll get everything I ever wanted because I thought of it. But I'm going to pursue this. Just finished up, had a deep conversation. It was a crazy day. Tons of shit happening, lots of people in and out of the shop. It was only a couple hours, but still kind of crazy. Panther's all done. Pretty happy with how it came out. I wanted to do a weirder Panther, to be honest. Like more heads, more dumb looking, goofier, but it's cool. It is cool. I like it. So I'll see you next week. You know who's really into hippy dippy shit like that? The girl who grew up in it. Tell us, Jojo, what's the truth? Come on, Jojo. What?